Would you like to say something about working with practitioners and how it's been useful to work with practitioners? I mean, could you have done this on your own?
Oh, could I have done this on my own? Absolutely not. I've had asthma since I was born. I was in the hospital more than I was home. I've been on IV steroids and in oxygen tents, all sorts of situations in intensive care. I spent most of my childhood struggling to breathe. And in fact, my entire life waxed and waned with struggles with breathing, tightness of chest, shortness of breath, gasping for air, fatigue, headaches, allergies, you name it. And so then when I came upon this Buteyko method, I thought, okay, I'm going to see if I can do this on my own. And I had a girlfriend tell me the technique, and I started right off, and immediately my whole body said, you may not do this. As much as I would try, and I'm a pretty strong-willed person, but my mind said no. As soon as I would hold my breath, I would start to panic, and it wasn't even something that I could say, stop panicking. It's beyond your own self. It's beyond your conscious thought process. It just will not work. As hard as you try to hit it, it will not change. And so I kept trying and trying to work through this on my own, and I couldn't. I mean, I just could not get myself to do it. So I then tried to go on a group session with other people, and after listening to other people's stories, I realized that their control pauses were probably somewhere up in 30s, and I was struggling to get 4 seconds. And I thought they have no idea what a struggle this is, to be struggling for 4 seconds to hold a breath without effort. 4 seconds. And so I kept thinking maybe I could try to do it, but I really couldn't. This was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life, the hardest. And to have somebody else say, oh, that's a cleansing reaction, it'll go away, don't worry. When I'm in the thick of it, feeling like I'm not going to make it. Oh, don't worry, it's just a cleansing reaction. Just do this and that. It'll go away. And at that time, I didn't even think it would go away. I truly did not believe that what the practitioners were saying was really true, because I was so sick. And my mind had its programming of what it was going to do and what I was going to do, and it wasn't what the practitioners were saying. And so I never would have done this without a practitioner. There would absolutely have been no way. I have such high regard for all of you, because each one of you had a different technique that really kind of, you know what you're doing. And you see this over and over, and you know that it will work. When I kept hearing you say, don't worry, it will work, it has to work, it works, it's just the law, it's the science of the law, it will work. But with my symptoms, and so many of them, how could it possibly work? I've been like this for 55 years. How could I ever be without? I'm on this journey of health, and I know I'm going to get there. I never would have done this without a practitioner. There would absolutely have been no way.